Hello children, I hope everyone is safe and fine at home. In this video, we are going to learn a new memory poem from 6th Standard English, Term 3, Unit 1, poem Indian Seasons, written by Nisha Dairin. Okay, so children, this is a memory poem. So you children have to memorize the whole poem. Okay, so let's move to the poem now. So first, I will read out the poem one by one. So listen to me carefully. First, summer season. Summer comes in a blaze of heat with sunny smiles and dusty feet. Monsoon season. Then seasons change to muddy roads, monsoons and mangoes, leaf frogs and toads. Spring season. Spring is pretty but short and sweet when you can smell the grass from your garden seat. Autumn season. Autumn is English in red, yellow, and brown. Autumn in Indian whenever leaves fall down. Okay, so this is what the memory poem. So now we are going to see the explanations. Glossary. First, blaze. Blaze na bright flame or fire. கொழுந்து விட்டு எரியுறது தான் இங்கிலீஷில் blaze அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. But here the poet Nisha Dairin refers this uh, to blaze எரிகிற வெயில் சூடு பயங்கரமான வெயில் அந்த வெயில் கூட தான் இந்த blaze கம்பேர் பண்றாங்க. ஓகே. So next glossary, leap. Leapனா to jump high, துள்ளி குதிக்கிறது. குதிக்கிறது தான் இங்கிலீஷ் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்கன்னா leap அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Okay, so you can see in the picture a man is jumping, isn't it? So that is called leaping. Okay, so to jump high, எகிரி குதிக்கிறது தான் இங்கிலீஷ்ல leap அப்படி சொல்லுவோம். Next glossary, dusty அப்படின்னா தூசு அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். ஸோ கவர்டு வித் டைனி பைட்ஸ் ஆஃப் சாண்ட் சின்ன சின்ன அந்த மண் துகள்கள் சொல்லணும் தட் இஸ் கால்டு டஸ்டி டஸ்ட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம் தட் இஸ் கால்டு டஸ்டி ஸோ toad toadna a small brown animal similar to a frog. It looks like a frog but it is also it is a kind of frog. அதாவது தவளை வகையில் இதுவும் ஒரு வகை. Okay, that is called toad. Okay, so now let's move to the explanations. First, summer season. So now we are going to learn about the summer season, what happens in the season. Summer comes in a blaze of heat with sunny smiles and dusty feet. The summer season starts with so much of heat, isn't it? It is like a bright fire. So in the summer season, the entire place is so hot, isn't it? So there won't be any water. So that is called the poet refers here. That is why the poet refers here. Summer comes in a blaze of heat. Blaze of nadu சுட்டி எரிக்கிற வெயில். blaze nadu அந்த வெயில் பயங்கரமான வெயில். அதுதான் இங்கிலீஷ்ல summer season அப்படி சொல்றோம். With sunny smiles and dusty feet, isn't it? The sun smiles at us, isn't it? You can see during the summer season, how does the sun look like? The sun is so bright, it seems like it is smiling at us. அது பார்க்கறது எப்படி இருக்கு நம்மளை பார்த்து சிரிக்கிற மாதிரியே இருக்கு. Okay, and dusty feet. During the summer season, what happens? We can see dust everywhere, isn't it? Because of that season, our feet gets dust. நம்ம கால்கள் என்ன ஆகிடும் டஸ்ட் ஆகிடும் during the summer season because during the summer season there are dust everywhere. So you can see it in the picture how the summer season is. So in the summer season what happens? We have to drink a lot of water, isn't it? That is the most important thing is happening during the summer season. Monsoon season means a rainy season. மழைக்காலம் அதுதான் இங்கிலீஷ்ல monsoon season அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க. So you can see it in the picture. A girl is using her hand in the rain, isn't it? Look at the stanza. Then seasons change to muddy roads, monsoons and mangoes, leaf frogs and toads. Then season change, isn't it? After a period of time, the season change, monsoon come in bringing muddy roads everywhere. So during the monsoon season, during the rainy season, what happens? The entire road is muddy, becomes muddy, isn't it? ரோடு எல்லாம் எப்படி ஆகிடும் அப்படி சேரும் சகதியமாக ஆகிடும். தட் இஸ் கால்டு மட்டி ரோட்ஸ். Okay, because of what? Because of the rain. When the rain comes, the roads become muddy, isn't it? And we can see the muddy roads everywhere. And also, monsoons and mangoes leave frogs and toads. Monsoon comes, rain falls. Monsoon causes rainfall everywhere. Monsoon என்ன பண்ணுது? பயங்கரமான மழையை கொண்டு வருது, isn't it? And um, mangoes are seen everywhere. During the monsoon season only, we can get a lot of mangoes. Okay, so the season brings mango. We can enjoy the mangoes. We can enjoy the tastiest mangoes. That's what the poet says. Frogs play in the water and jump high, isn't it? So during the monsoon season, there will be a water, rainy water everywhere. So in the puddly rainy water, what happens? The frogs jumping, playing, isn't it? அந்த அந்த தேங்கி இருக்கிற அந்த தண்ணியில் என்ன பண்ணுன்னா அந்த தவளைகளும் இந்த டாட்ஸ் இதெல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கு? விளையாடிட்டு குதிச்சுக்கிட்டு விளையாடிட்டு இருக்குதுங்க, isn't it? What happens? Toads to play in the puddly water. And the toads is a kind of frog which is also playing in the puddly water, in the rainy water. ஸோ மான்சூன் சீசன்ஸில் என்னென்ன நடக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்த போயட் சொல்கிறாங்க. மான்சூன் சீசன்லாம் நடக்கும், மழை பெய்யும், பயங்கர மழை பெய்யும். த என்டையர் ரோட் வில் பி ஃபில்ட் வித் ரெய்னி வாட்டர் அண்ட் they will become muddy roads, isn't it? And then what happens? We can see the frogs and toads jumping, playing in the puddly water on the roads and everywhere. So this is what we see in the monsoon season. So you can see the picture, you can see in the picture how they are going, isn't it? During the monsoon season, during the rainy seasons, we cannot go out without an umbrella, isn't it? So that's what they are using. The monsoon season is getting a lot of rainfall. So now we are moving to the spring season. Spring season na vasanta kalam அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். So this is the most enjoyable season, isn't it? I love this season because we can see the flowers everywhere. We can see the trees are green, isn't it? So there won't be too much of rain. There won't be too much of hot heat. That season is called spring season. Vasanta kalam அப்படி சொல்லும். Spring is pretty but short and sweet when you can smell the grass from your garden seat. So here, spring is pretty with freshness and blossoms everywhere. Spring season is very spring season is freshness. We can feel the fresh as well as we can see the blossoms everywhere. Blossoms என்னது? இந்த பூக்கள் பூத்து குலுங்குற காலங்கள் தான் நான் சொல்லுவோம்னா ஸ்ப்ரிங் சீசன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ you can see the blossoms everywhere. And but it is short and sweet. This season is very very short and sweet. ரொம்ப குறுகிய காலம் spring season. And you can feel the freshness from your garden, isn't it? So if you sit near your window, you can feel the freshness air of the garden, isn't it? You can feel the presence of nature. So that is what the poet Nisha Dairin refers here, because that spring season is so beautiful as well as so enjoyable, happy. Pretty means what? Beautiful. This season is so beautiful. So you can see in the spring season there will be a lot of blossoms everywhere, isn't it? You can see in the picture there are a lot of blossoms. The trees will be so green. So now we are moving into autumn season. Autumn season means fall season, falling season. அதாவது இலையுதிர் காலம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். So autumn is English in red, yellow and brown. Autumn is Indian whenever leaves fall down. ஸோ ஆட்டம்னா பிரிட்டிஷ் இங்கிலீஷில் ஆட்டம்னா இலையுதிர் காலம் அப்படி சொல்லுவோம். பட் இன் அமெரிக்கன் இங்கிலீஷ் த பீப்புள் கால் இட் ஃபாலிங் சீசன், ஃபால் சீசன். ஃபால்னாலும் ஆட்டம்னாலும் ஒன்று தான். அமெரிக்காவில் ஃபால்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இன் பிரிட்டிஷ் they call it autumn season. Okay, so in the foreign countries during the autumn season what happens? The trees turn into yellow and brown, isn't it? The flowers and leaves of the trees become red, yellow and brown in the foreign countries, in the western countries. But in India what happens during the autumn season? In India during autumn season leaves fall down, isn't it? ஸோ நம்ம நாட்ல அந்த ஆட்டம் சீசன்ல என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா, அந்த இலைகள்லாம் உதிருது. The leaves are withered. விதர்ன்னு அது உதிர்தல் அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Isn't it? But in the foreign countries, what happens? They just change the color of the leaves and the flowers. You can see it in the picture. The tree's leaves are changed into different colors, isn't it? So that is what happens in the foreign countries. But in India, what happens? The leaves are falling down. So you can see it in the first picture. It is happening in the foreign countries. In the second picture, it happens in India. In India, the leaves are falling down. In the foreign countries, the leaves are changing their color. So this is what the poem. So children, so in this poem, what we learn is we are learning the different seasons. First, we learned summer season. Second, we learned monsoon season. Third, we learned spring season. Finally, we learned autumn season. So we should know the difference between these four seasons. Okay, what happens in these four seasons? We should know that. Okay. So wish you all the best, children. So this is a memory poem. So you children have to memorize the entire poem. Okay, to write the exams. Thank you, children.